Good morning, adventurers. We are on our way to Valencia. I'm so excited. I have wanted to get to this city for many months, but as we all know, the pandemic pretty much shut down how we operate. So I'm very excited for the adventure. I woke up with a little bit of anxiety this morning. It was very awkward for me, but I haven't traveled in so long, so it almost feels brand new all over again. Now that we are able to move around within provinces and different regions within Spain, I am so excited to do so. So we are going to adventure on and see what we can do in 3 days in Valencia. Are you ready? I took advantage of the trip and pinned all the places in the city that I wanted to be sure to see. Welcome to Valencia. It's now Spain's third largest city, originally founded by Romans and the birthplace of paella. All right, good morning, travelers. Day number 1. Día número uno. ¿Verdad? All right, we're gonna head down to the Oceanographic Park, the Arts and Science Museum, and all kind of other stuff that's down there. So we're gonna go take a peek at that area. I should be able to get there on foot in about 15 minutes from my Airbnb. And I'm excited to check it out. I'm like a big kid at an aquarium. Like, you know how much I love the sea, so. Let's go! So the service desk recommended that you start at the end and work your way forward because the end are the biggest and most crowded exhibits. So I'm gonna start there. Been here just over 2.5 hours and I think that I'm done. I've seen the dolphin show, I've looked at all the exhibits I wanted to see. So now let's go to the Art and Science Museum. So I really enjoyed my time in there. I'm glad I got there right when it opened because by now, this time of day, it's beginning to get really crowded, and even though it has signs everywhere about social distancing, you got kids involved and there really is no social distancing happening in there. So, but it was really, really great to enjoy, and they had a lot of really great like security measures in place, and a lot of the staff themselves are wearing masks. talking to you about wearing a mask, where it's appropriate, where it isn't. So it was good. It was really, really interesting to see it in this new world that we live in. We're here, we being you and me, adventurer. We are here in the Science Museum to finally see what this is all about. I just want to point out that my mask is so gross. It's like so soggy with sweat and my hot ass breath. Good morning, adventurers. It is day 2 here in Valencia. I am on my way to the biopark today. I am headed to cross the street and catch my city bus with my bonobus card because at this point during the pandemic you cannot use the bus and just get on and pay for a single ride. You have to either have like a prepaid bonobus card or like a T1, T2, T3, which are unlimited rides for either 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. You can Google all this information. It's all available for you there. But anyway, I'm going to go grab this bus and take myself to the biopark, which is about an hour on foot from where I am. So a bus is definitely necessary because the bike rental places are not open at this hour. So let's go see the park. All right, I'm just here waiting for the bus. So I figure I can tell you some more information about the biopark. I'm very, very excited. I think it costs about I want to guesstimate 26 euros, 27 euros. I don't really remember. I reserved my ticket online because at this point, again, this new normal, this pandemic living and travel, they are taking tickets by reservation only and allowing only a certain amount of people into the park at a time. And so they're doing that by way of these tickets. So when you're buying well, that was the loudest, tiniest car I've ever seen. When you buy your ticket, you're reserving technically a time slot to enter the park. And it will tell you on the confirmation of your purchase that you must be at the park either 10 minutes before or 10 minutes after your selected time slot, or they will not let you in, because this is how they are monitoring how many people are in the park at a time so that they can be responsible during the pandemic for social distancing. So I think it was another really great strategy for businesses to accommodate tourists and tourism during this time. So that's one good piece of info. All of the information that you need about how to get there is available on their website. That's how I knew which bus to take in reference to where my Airbnb is located. You can also download the EMT app. Is an app that they use here in Valencia that tells you all of the times and locations of the buses, the city buses here in town. So hope that's helpful info. This bus is rockin' Hamilton soundtrack, and I'm just like singing along on here. All right, so I'm just off the bus. It took me to a bridge section, and now I have about a 30-minute walk over to the biopark. I'm very excited as a San Diegan to visit this zoo, obviously, because we have one of the greatest zoos in the world. Fight me. And I love animal conservation, so I'm really pumped to get in there and see what they have, what kind of exhibits, what kind of enclosures they have for their animals, the kind of care and education that they provide for their visitors. It was kind of the same way for me yesterday. Again, being from San Diego, we have SeaWorld, which is world-renowned, and although the oceanographic is the biggest one here in Europe, again, I wanted to see what kind of conservation efforts and things like that they were putting on and education that they would offer. And I was impressed with the education, not so impressed with the exhibits. I did love the shark encounter. That was amazing. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really excited to see what it's like. I know it's a very polarizing topic, or it can be, because, you know, these establishments in a way exploit animals for tourism, etc., to keep their doors open, to keep funding their science and their research. But they also are, you know, in a lot of ways directly responsible for the conservation and, you know, the rescuing of endangered species. So it's like a devil's advocate, I guess. Okay, we made it inside. The downside of being here so early, almost all the animals are still sleeping, or they're hanging around the entrance doors for their food, so they're not really out to get lots of photos and videos of. You can't tell, but I'm smiling so freaking big right now. Elephants are my spirit animal, and I just adore them. Fun fact, I learned about zebras from my zoo the last time I was there in San Diego. The striping was basically so that they could camouflage themselves with the moonlight. I mean, that was fascinating to me. Doesn't that blow your mind off? It blows mine off. I mean, to try to camouflage within moonlight just sounds so romantic to me in so many ways. It's been maybe an hour, maybe, and I'm already finished. But also, I just don't think that this place is that big. Now that I'm done at the biopark, I have so much free time today on day 2. So I talked to my host, who recommended I go check out a museum that happens to be free today. So I put it in the map, and I'm on foot now, and I will touch base when I arrive. Really love art, and it's air conditioned in here, so this is a win. After the art museum, I found a nice outdoor, like a cafe that had like drinks available and some food. So I got a nice sandwich. Then I just sat in the park and finished a book that I was like 82% done with. And that felt really good. I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed that pastime, just sitting in a park, people watching or reading a book, picnicking. I guess that's just some of the side effects of this pandemic life, you know. I just want to go to the park and kick it anymore. But it was nice here. There's hardly anybody here, as you can see from the surroundings behind me. So it was really great. It was really calm, really serene. It did my heart good, made my soul feel nice. So I think I'm gonna head back to the apartment now and just kind of chillax in the air conditioner. You guys, it's so hot out here, and then walking around and in this mask as well, like it's difficult. The majority of my adventuring is done for the day, so that is day 2 on a wrap. Good morning, adventurers. We are on our 3rd and final day of our 3 days in Valencia during a pandemic. I'm on my way now back to Old Town for a free walking tour. I love free walking tours. If you've never done a free walking tour, ooh, that's the church. Over there. Anyway, if you've never done a free walking tour, I highly recommend that you do one. You learn so much about a city and you cover so much ground, and you see a lot of the must-see sites in one fell swoop in like 2 hours, 3 hours. So I'm going to do a free walking tour today with the company Free Tour Valencia. I will be sure to drop that link and the link to some of the other helpful sites for you in the captions below. So do make sure you check on those. But let's go check it out. Let's have a good day. So I'm taking the walking tour coincidentally on my last day. This just has to do with scheduling. I do encourage you to reserve your seat or book your spot so that they know whether or not you are coming, because that can make or break whether or not a tour is actually going to happen. So I'm totally feeling myself at the moment as a serial expat. On this free walking tour, there was someone, well, obviously a few Americans, including myself. But there was also a guy from Macedonia and plenty of Spanish people. So I got to really flex in using 3 out of 4 of my language skills. Oh, shoot. Awesome. So I was able to make a friend on my free walking tour, and we decided to go and share lunch together. So I finally got to get some paella. All right, that's a wrap on day 3. I am all the way exhausted. I hope you enjoyed these 3 days in Valencia. I hope it was helpful for you planning your trip here. If there's anything that you think that I missed or that you have questions about, drop it in the comments below. As always, don't forget to give this video a like and a thumbs up, share it, love it, all the good stuff. Thanks for watching.